It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Maisel and Friends, and it's a bottle of their Simcoe Ale. It's 40 IBUs and it's 5.9% ABV. What you notice about this beer is that it hasn't got a great big label on the main part of the bottle. All the information's on a small label around the neck of the beer. And of course you've got the bottle cap. It reminds me a little bit of West Veteran 12, where all the information is just on the bottle cap. But yes, it's quite a different way to show off your beer. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. I'd like to thank our channel sponsors, beerdeluxe.de, for the beer. Lots of great craft beer from Germany and around the world, America, the UK. Had some beer from Austria. It's a bottle conditioned beer, so I'll show you the rest of the beer later on. Two finger whitehead. Nice levels of carbonation, quite a hazy beer, but a lovely, lovely looking beer. Look at that carbonation. Let me turn it around so you can see it from this side. So a hazy, blonde, IPA, amber-ish coloured beer. Aroma. Yeah, lots of Simcoe. It's got a funny way of being, it smells quite refreshing in the aroma. Slightly spicy. Slightly sweet. You can almost smell the freshness, how fresh the beer is going to be, how drinkable the beer is going to be. It's either that or I'm really thirsty. Let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh. I've just reviewed a beer with Mosaic. A single hop Mosaic beer, and that was beautiful. This is just as good, but in a slightly different way. This beer is more, it's a little bit calmer than the Mosaic IPA that I just reviewed. It's nicely carbonated, hint of tartness going on. Hint of strawberry, hint of kiwi fruit, hint of mango. Super drinkable beer. Really drinkable, really fresh, really funky. Sweet malt in there, biscuity malt. It's quite a balanced beer with that biscuity malt and then that kind of hoppy burst on the back end. To be honest, on the back end it comes through as like a grapefruit bitterness, like a grapefruit peel bitterness, rather than the fleshy grapefruit flavour. It's more, it's not a harsh bitterness, but it's a tolerable, a nice bitterness on the back end of the beer. Or should I say the back end of the palate on the beer. But it's lovely, nicely carbonated. Super drinkable, super fresh. Slightly spicy. Picked up that over the last few years reviewing beer. Just how kind of spicy a beer can be. It's a lovely brew. It really is a nice brew. Let's show you what the beer, you can almost see how hazy that last bit of beer is in the bottle there. So let's see if it is a bottle conditioned beer. It certainly is. So you see the different colour? See how hazy that beer's gone now? It's the second fermentation process in the beer. It's where they add yeast to each bottle to naturally ferment and carbonate. The main thing is to carbonate the beer, is to give the beer all of that lovely carbonation you see rolling up the side of the glass. If you want to know more about second fermentation, Google it and Google will tell you, or maybe even Wikipedia. Rating on the Simcoe Ale from Maisel and Friends. This 5.9% ABV beer is super juicy, super refreshing, and you can either do two things with it. You can either have one, be satisfied and move on to another beer, or you could buy a 4-pack of this or buy 4 or 5 bottles, enjoy it with a barbecue in the summer sunshine, and yeah, happy days. You wouldn't complain. It's a nice beer. It's an 8 out of 10. It's a nice beer. It's an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Thanks to beerdeluxe.de. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Cheers.